Peace and blessings, y'all. Welcome to the GOAT James Kingdom Show with B. Lee and A. Johnny. As y'all know, we go live every Sunday, noon Eastern time, to talk the GOAT conversation in basketball. So here we are again, ready to have another great episode for y'all today. Today is going to actually be a special episode because we're going to just talk Michael Jordan today. Today's episode is literally going to be about Michael Jordan and his field goal attempts. Is Michael Jordan a ball hog? How much of a ball hog was Michael Jordan? So that will be today's topic, and we will definitely have a great show as we will have MJ delegates try to defend Michael Jordan's shooting prowess. So as we get the show started, we have Travis here, and we got B. Lee. What up, B. Lee?
Hey, what's good, everybody?
All right. What up, Travis?
Oh, what's up, guys?
All right. So we have no echo from Travis today, so it looks like the bug is working well. Took care of himself. He got himself popped with the vaccination, the bug, and let's get Craig up in here as well. What up, Craig?
Yo, y'all can hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. You good? You can hear us?
Yeah.
Yes, indeed, y'all. So today's show, again, yes, is going to be about Michael Jordan and whether or not he was a ball hog. How much of a ball hog was Michael Jordan? We know Michael Jordan fans love to talk about his 10 scoring titles, his 30 points per game as why he's the greatest scorer ever. They like to use that to say why he's the GOAT. He was the greatest scorer. That was it. No one could touch him. His scoring was incredible. He would average 45 today if he was playing today. That's what we hear all the time. So today's show is going to be about Michael Jordan shooting because as a basketball fan, we know shooting has a lot to do with how much you score. So we're going to get into that. But before we do that, we have people in the chat as well. Shout out to Twin Man. Shout out to King John. Peace to everybody. We'll put the link up very short. Mr. Unknown, thank you for joining us again. Y'all make sure to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. If you're not a subscriber, share the content, hit the ring notification. Also, shout out to everybody that's following us on Facebook. We're also on Facebook as well. So shout out to everybody on Facebook. We're on TikTok and Instagram. We are live on all these platforms. So thanks everybody for joining us. Thank you so much, gentlemen. That's good. Let's get this thing going. So before we do that though, the games have been great. Did y'all see any games last night? Anybody watch any games last night? Because I missed some games last night. Did you see any games last night, Brandon?
Everything from Friday this whole weekend. I've been playing out all weekend. So I missed the games from Friday.
What about you, Travis?
Yeah, I watched a couple of them. I watched the Suns game a couple days ago, and I was watching. I believe I saw the Celtics. So pretty exciting.
Did y'all see Stephen Curry break another layup to win the game?
Yeah.
Y'all didn't see that. Did y'all see that? I want to know if y'all saw that.
I seen the highlight. I seen the highlight of it. I didn't see it live, but I did see them.
Yeah, I didn't watch none of the games live. I couldn't watch them, but I did see some highlights because I know they went up by 3, and I was like, wow, let me go see what happened there. And then this guy Chet hit a 3 to take it into overtime, and then the OKC ended up winning that game. And then my Heat lost. My Heat lost last night. We were up.
How? I was up like 28-1.
Yeah, we was up 22-1 to start the game. We was on a run that never happened since like 99, and we lost to Chicago, man. I'm glad SB's not here because SB would probably rub it in. Shout out to SB Talk Sports and his platform. Y'all make sure to go check him out. But the games have been great, man. It's been exciting basketball. What y'all think about the in season tournament? Y'all like that?
I'm still confused.
I mean, it's whatever. I mean, because I don't think I don't think it's hurting necessarily. It's a pretty cool wrinkle, but I mean, I don't really think it's putting anyone at the edge of their seats.
That's an in-season tournament game when his floor is painted?
Yeah, on Friday nights and Tuesday nights.
They're going to have somebody catch a seizure trying to watch them ass courts.
Well, now I notice why the home team wears the dark uniforms, which is usually in black, and why the road team wears the white. Because I mean, if the floor is that bright and colorful, you have to have the uniforms kind of the black or white color. I think I like it. I think the players are playing hard for it. I don't like that they split it up in between, regular season games, but to a certain sense, it gives them time to prepare. They know every Tuesday and every Friday it's a game that kind of matters more than other games in the regular season. So I kind of like it. They've been balling. We got all the fights, all the toughness, and all the technical fouls has been coming from players pushing and getting serious. So we've never seen this before December basketball. When was the last time we seen players getting suspended before December?
That's true.
Steph didn't play.
Huh?
That's because Steph didn't play.
Hey, y'all keep saying Steph is this dude, but I can already see what he already missed. What 3-4 games already this year? So y'all, all y'all Steph Curry fans, I'm coming for y'all this year. I'm letting y'all know it's only year 16 for him. There should be no excuses for that man. None at all. Yep, that 500,000. You're right about that, Twin Man.
They got to make it a better incentive than money because all these players can make money outside the NBA.
But not really. Not if you Cam
NBA
Reddish.
Player,
if you Cam Reddish
Twitch account and stream you playing games online and you making money.
Nah, if you Cam Reddish, if you Tayshaun Prince, if you one of those dudes, you know what I'm saying? You Duncan Robinson, you know what I'm saying? You Mitchell Robinson, that 500,000 is gonna come in nice. Gonna be sweet. You know what I'm saying?
Giannis make that in a game.
But yeah, the big players make that in the game. That's true. The big players, and you have to play the one extra game to actually get it. So you're actually playing a game for it. But it's still a bonus to a certain degree. It's still fun. But I think it's been great. But let's get to topic. Let's get right to it, man. Let's just get right to it. So I've been wanting to do this for a while. I was going to do this on Friday. I had some technical difficulties. I couldn't do my show Friday night. So Brandon and I decided we'll do it today. This thing about Michael Jordan scoring and how Jordan fans perceive Jordan scoring to be this special thing and how he's just remarkable at scoring the basketball. When we all know Michael Jordan shoots under 50% for his career, he was a phenomenal player in his era, especially during the 80s. He looked great. But was Michael Jordan a ball hog? How much did Michael Jordan, actually shoot the shots compared to other people? Now, I know Craig and other people have said, well, he's a shooting guard. He's a shooting guard, so he should shoot. Okay. Well, let's really take a look at it, all right? If we go look at the years that Michael Jordan won his scoring titles, those 10 seasons, right? These are all the numbers that these are the amount of shots Jordan took to the left, all right? So that's 87 all the way to 98. Those are all the shots that he took each individual year. And in the middle is the league. That means the second next best player. Which shot did they take? How many shots did they took? Only in 1989 did Michael Jordan did not lead the league in shooting and as far as his scoring title seasons. And that was in 1989, and he was outshot by 86 shots. But if you look all the way to the right, this is the surplus. Jordan shot over 350 shots in 1 year over somebody, 290, 226, 400 more shots than another player in 1993. 330 more shots than the next player in 96, 314 more shots in 1997. Michael Jordan was literally just jacking up a bunch of shots year in and year out, not by one or two, by a lot. I mean, completely a lot. It's not even, I don't even know what to say. In reality, if we want to put it in context, if you guys really want to put this in context, the way Michael Jordan was shooting the ball, all right, if we just go ahead and put this in the sense of he was basically taking 1,900 shots per season during those 10 games. And the amount of times that happened in NBA season was 49 times. That's how many times somebody's ever done that. That's the context we're talking about when we're talking about Michael Jordan. So he was basically took over 2,200 shots more than anybody during that span. That's an average of 225 shots more per season than the next guy that's taking shots. That's how much shots Jordan was taking during his scoring season titles. Who's going to win a scoring title if somebody's taking that many shots?
Anyone, if the person taking that many shots is missing those shots, but if you making 9 times out of 10 half your shots, it's going to be very hard.
Jordan's shooting 90%?
I said 50%.
You said 9 out of 10. You said 9 out of 10.
I said 9 out of 10 times. If someone shooting all them shots and making 50%, he's going to have a lot of points. I mean, it's not like he was shooting 38.
How many seasons was Jordan shooting over 50% doing this?
I would say 7 seasons, 6 or 7 seasons.
It was, I think, after the second year.
He shot less than 50 in 88. 87. He shot over 50 in 88, over 50 in 89, over 50 in 90, over 50 in 91. I believe he shot over 50 in 92 as well.
Yeah.
And in 93, but I believe 96, 97, and 98, it was under 50%.
Yeah, 96 was like 48, 49, and then it was like 47.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
6
and
out
then
of 10.
it was like
6, 7 out of 10.
It was like 46, 47, 98.
Okay. All right. Well, okay, but to put it in context, like I said, 1,900 shots in a season. That's only done 49 times. That's how much he was averaging for those 10 years. He was basically shooting over 1,900 shots per season. Shout out to Ralph and John who just joined the panel. I'll go ahead and put the link up for anybody else who wants to join and get exposed, because it is time for them to explain Michael Jordan's ball hogging.
Y'all don't know what the meaning of ball hogging means. I keep thinking ball hogging is just someone who's just shooting all the time. Ball hogging is someone who always have the ball in their hand. That's the ball hog. Whether they shooting or passing, they always have the ball in their hand. That is a ball hog, not someone who's taking all the shots.
Okay. All right. Okay. Go ahead, Ralph. I'm listening. I'm listening. Go ahead, Ralph. It's your turn.
Well, really, ball hogging is more so of if somebody's chucking up the shots all the time and like not really hitting like how the way he was, you know. If somebody's like at 43%, like Iverson, like I would call that a ball hog.
Jordan, ball hog, what he had? 55 points in the game. Jordan, ball hog, what he had? 69 points in the game. Jordan, ball hog.
If we look at seasons, the top seasons in field goal attempts, here it is, the top 10. We know Wilt Chamberlain has the first 5 seasons, right? We know Wilt Chamberlain was considered a ball hog, even though he shot 50-something% for his career, and he was shooting 50% during those seasons as he was dominating the NBA in scoring. Jordan has his 87 season right there, which is not really a 50 shooting season. It was under 50%. Then you have Baylor, Barry, and Elvin Hayes. Do you guys see anything in common here when you look at these numbers and whose names up here?
Yeah, these players played when they had to shoot because there was no 3-point line to lessen the amount of points attempted per shot. Everybody's playing with 2s and 1s.
Go ahead, John. Go ahead, John.
Take away the 3 point from today's league. I bet you that everybody
I'm surprised
have
Kobe not up there, especially the season he averaged 35.
5.
Yeah, Kobe had a season. I believe he had 1,900. Like I said, it happened 49 times that a player shot 1,900 shots or more in a season. So I believe Kobe. This is here. You can see the top 10 is 2,200. Nobody's ever shot 2,200.
Now look at all those field goals.
No. What you have to notice here is that Michael Jordan was shooting the ball at the rate of players who played in the 60s.
Yes. I mean,
and I just told you why, because he wasn't
if you wipe out 87, the last time that happened was
1987 was about a good, what is that, a good 15%?
Later.
It's like 20 possessions less per game. And remind you, Wilt Chamberlain was playing 48 minutes, 47 minutes. These guys were playing 40-something minutes. Jordan was playing 38 minutes, 40 minutes. Jordan was shooting at that rate. Let's go to another statistic here to bring it up about how much Jordan was shooting as compared to everybody else in the league in his
first season.
Yeah. That was his season where he wanted to dominate. So if we go look at the guys who have the most field goal attempts for their career, right? If we look at the players who have the most field goal attempts for their career, Jordan is top 5, right? But if you look at everybody on this list, only Wilt Chamberlain and Jordan are under 1,250 games played.
So now play games matter.
Oh, of course it matters. Because again, Jordan listen. Jordan is shooting at the rate of somebody who played in the 60s.
And he was
scoring
and
played 40. No. This is Jordan's career. Jordan has 24,000 shots taken in his career. Out of the top 5 players, he's the only player that has less than 1,300. The only player that has less than 1,300 games. Jordan was shooting at the rate of players in the 60s while he was playing at one of the slowest paces in NBA history.
I mean, slowest pace in the NBA history. What year?
One of the 90s, from 96, 97, 98
was slow. Yeah. He's right.
Yeah, of course. The 90s was slow. The 90s was under 100.
Yeah, it was like 90, 91,
Yeah, it was 90.
Yeah, it got us all the way as slow as in around 2004. In 2001, it was the lowest scoring average, but the pace of the game went to as low as 90 and 97, 98, 99, early 2000s. So throughout the 90s, it was in the 90s. And we're talking about the 60s is easily 115, 120, 125 pace. You know this, Ralph.
Yeah, the 60s average.
Yes. So if you can see every shot attempt that Jordan's rate is at is basically with people that are considered ball hogs, like Wilt Chamberlain. And matter of fact, if you look at this list right here, only Wilt Chamberlain is the only guy. And let me see here: LeBron James, Wilt Chamberlain,
Elvin Hayes.
Elvin Hayes. I was looking for something else, but these are the total as far as guys who shoot for their careers, right? But if we go by per game average, which is another thing that we have to do here, because if we go to per game average with Michael Jordan
was at 22, right?
Jordan was at 22.9.
Yeah.
Right? So if we look at Jordan's shooting rate, check this out now. You have Elgin Baylor as number 1, played in the 60s. Jordan played in the 90s. Wilt Chamberlain played in the 60s. Allen Iverson, considered a ball hog, played in the 2000s. Pistol Pit Maravich played in the 70s. Bob Pettit played in the 50s. Jerry West played in the 60s. Rick Barry played in the 60s and the 70s. Dominique Wilkins played in the 90s and the 80s, was considered a ball hog. Mike in the 50s. Out of all these players here, only Wilt Chamberlain shoots over 50% for his career.
He's a big man, of course.
You know something I never knew? Never knew Mike can shot.
Dominant big man.
I didn't know that.
Say that again?
Know Mike can shot that much. I didn't know George Mikan shot that much.
Yeah, 20, and again he played in the fast pace as well. The pace in the 50s was completely fast as well. They played a lot of that's why at the end of the day, this is what Michael Jordan was shooting. He was shooting at the rate of the pace of 120 possessions per game. In a 90 possession game, 95 possession games. Him playing 75 possessions per game. Michael Jordan was and right here, if you look at it, it's only him and Allen Iverson that's the only 2 guards here. And again, Allen Iverson is known for being a shot chucker. So Jordan is a ball hog.
Who Iverson had on his team? Who was Iverson passing to give him 20 points a game?
There we go. So now here goes the question. So you're saying Jordan had to make those shots. Jordan had to shoot the ball that much.
I mean, it worked out. It worked out for him, didn't it?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Yeah,
I mean, you know what? It did work out for him because his goal was to pass Wilt Chamberlain and beat Wilt Chamberlain, which is what he did.
Nah, we're not doing that.
That's what that was what he was trying to do.
We're not doing that.
That's what he was trying to do. That was what he was trying to do.
Did he say that?
Well, yes.
He said that.
Yeah,
he said that.
Yeah, he said that Wilt Chamberlain was always in his shadows. He was always in Wilt Chamberlain's shadows. See, Michael Jordan said that, yes, that Wilt Chamberlain was always something that he wanted to revere because Wilt Chamberlain was that guy. He was the one. When Jordan came into the league, it was Wilt Chamberlain. Wilt Chamberlain was the main guy.
He was the scorer.
He was the scorer. There was no Jordan wanted to be the greatest scorer of all time. And that was beating Wilt Chamberlain at the time.
Jordan felt Wilt was
I never heard him say that.
He did say that.
He had a dream, he said it. And now he's projecting his dream into a reality. Jordan ain't never said that shit.
Well, and in fact,
Jordan said that
wait.
He would have never retired in 93.
If we really want to take Michael Jordan's word, or anybody who knows Michael Jordan's word, we can listen to Phil Jackson explain how Michael Jordan and him had to talk about you don't need to be taking all these shots.
The initial conversation I had with MJ was, you've been averaging 37, 38 points a game. You've been winning MVP awards, but you're not getting there. And I don't think anybody who won a scoring championship has also won an NBA championship, and that's the most important thing.
6 times.
Right. So we established that. And then I said, so I want you to realize you're not going to be getting as many touches or taking as many shots. He said, 32 points a game. I could do that and still win the scoring title. So I want you to realize you're not going to be getting as many touches or taking as many shots. He said, 32 points a game. I could do that and still win the scoring title. I could do that and still win the scoring title.
Oh, that's one of your
I
videos
could
you
do
broke
that
down.
and still win
Yes,
the
indeed.
scoring title. I could
Okay.
do that and still win the scoring title. That would be no problem for me. Take 5 points off my average or whatever, you know. I said, well, that's only 3 or 4 shots, isn't it? Well, he said maybe it's 5 or 6. But
Now show the video when he mentioned Wilt.
Listen, Jordan.
That's
Jordan
a broke.
Phil Jackson
Listen,
wrong 6
Jordan.
times.
No, wait. Jordan wanted to win scoring titles. That was his thing. He wanted to challenge and beat Wilt Chamberlain. He wanted to
He didn't say
outscore
nothing
Wilt
about
Chamberlain.
Wilt.
Is that stat
I
pad?
never said it. I never. Again, there's other video. I don't have that video, but there is video of Michael Jordan talking about Wilt Chamberlain.
You can't bring up one video, make an argument, and don't have the video for your argument.
No, that is what you mean. Have a video. I have. You don't have no argument.
You,
what is your argument? Okay. So why was Jordan taking 25 shots per game?
Because he wanted to.
Why?
Ask him. I'm not Jordan.
I tell you why he did it. I'm telling you why he did it. He wanted to prove people that he wanted to win scoring titles. He wanted to win scoring titles. That's why he took 25 shots per game. Because Wilt was considered the scorer. That was what Jordan was chasing. He was chasing.
How? Show me the video of him saying he chasing Wilt.
Right. Who had the most scoring titles when Jordan entered the league?
It don't matter. Show me.
How does it matter?
I'm chasing
Answer
Wilt.
my question, Craig. Who had the most scoring titles when Michael Jordan was in the crib?
We assuming now.
That's not assuming. Who had the most scoring titles when Michael Jordan entered the NBA? It's a simple question.
It's Wilt.
Okay, Ralph. Who had the most scoring titles when Michael Jordan entered the league?
Well.
Travis. Who had the most scoring titles when Michael Jordan entered the league?
Probably Wilt.
Thank you. Now let's go to the scoring. Who had the most points at the time? Kareem.
No, Kareem didn't break it into that season, correct?
It, what, 87?
Oh yeah, when he came into the
when Jordan came
in 84.
He
broke it in 84.
Year.
Jordan wasn't in the league in 84. He broke it in 84. He didn't. Jordan came in that Jordan was drafted 84. So when Jordan got into the league, Kareem was the leader.
Okay, yeah.
Jordan was chasing scoring titles. He was going after Wilt Chamberlain's scoring title. Who was the leading scorer of all time at that time by point per game?
Wilt.
So what you're saying is he valued the points per game over the totals because he wasn't chasing the man who had the most all time. So that's what you're telling me.
Scoring titles is what he was chasing. He says it. He was chasing scoring titles. He said it because even when this is what was wrong with you, Jordan fans.
We cannot be objective with Jordan.
We cannot be no. LeBron is chasing 6 titles. LeBron needs 6 titles. We've never heard LeBron say, "I need to get 6," or "I'm chasing Jordan to 6 titles." Been hearing this forever, but for some reason you can't accept Michael Jordan not only wanting to.
All right, show me the video. You got videos and
they
proof
asked
of everything.
He was asked by what's the dude from 60
Show
Minutes.
me the video.
Jordan about scoring titles. Jordan said, "I'm going to win scoring titles and championships because they said I can't win it." That was Jordan's word. He said,
so he's not chasing Wilt. He's proving people wrong who say he can't do it.
The reason they're asking him this is because of Wilt. Because Wilt's the greatest scorer of all time. He's always measured to Wilt Chamberlain's greatest scoring. That's what you fail to realize.
I think both of y'all actually
All I said was show me the video when Jordan's mentioning Wilt. And
I can't show you no videos. You guys don't see shit.
But you just showed us a video to prove your other argument. How you gonna show me a video for one argument and you making another argument with no video?
No. What you mean? You are mad because I brought up Wilt.
So why you show us Phil Jackson?
Because Phil Jackson was talking about Michael Jordan wanting to have scoring titles. And why he was shooting so much.
If you're going to have a show us a video about Phil,
because Wilt is the dominant scorer of all time. Jordan wanted to be that. That was Jordan's intention. You can't prove me otherwise. You can't prove me otherwise.
Y'all both arguing, and I think both of y'all actually right, to be honest with you, from my hearing.
Prove me otherwise. Prove me that Michael Jordan did not give
show
a
me
fuck
the video
about Wilt
prove
Chamberlain.
me wrong.
No. Prove me that Michael Jordan did not give a fuck about Wilt Chamberlain. Prove that.
I'm not saying that you are. You saying he gave a fuck and you not showing me a video he did.
Because I know it. Because Michael Jordan's the biggest competitor.
Because he told you,
he has a fear killer instinct. His will to win. It's unmatched. He was going to dominate the NBA no matter what, and he was going to do it better than Wilt Chamberlain. That's why.
So you're assuming. Because you have no video show me he mentioned Wilt.
I'm not assuming shit. I know Michael Jordan was chasing
Well, show
Wilt
me a video Jordan saying, I'm chasing Wilt scoring titles, and then I'll believe you he was chasing Wilt.
He was. I just showed you Jordan talking about scoring titles.
You know, you showed me Phil Jackson talking about
why was Michael Jordan trying to win scoring titles?
Because they said you can't win a scoring title in a championship. He wanted to prove them wrong. That's why he wanted scoring titles. And he did it 6 times.
But why would they tell him that?
Because no one did it.
That's false. Kareem did it.
One time. They said he is.
So and that,
no, they said there was no shooting guard that could do that. They said it could be a guard that can do that.
They were saying that because Wilt Chamberlain never won a championship while winning the scoring title.
Yeah, so the comparison was Jordan and Wilt.
It was always Jordan and Wilt.
When it came to scoring,
which is why none of y'all have Wilt Chamberlain top 10.
Well, I have my reasons.
Who don't have Wilt top 10?
Huh?
Me.
Jordan fans.
Okay.
I ain't no Jordan.
Ralph excluded Ralph and Jordan fans.
Ralph's a Jordan fan.
No, I'm not. Stop it. I'm an Allen Houston fan.
He's a Jordan fan.
Wilt is in my top 10. Akeem is not.
I have Wilt top 10. What are we talking about? Wilt's in my top 10. King's not in my top 10. That's blasphemy. But okay. I don't know how. He's not better than Shaq or Wilt. He's definitely better than Shaq. Not in real life.
Motherfuckers got a nerve to put Stephen Curry top 10 and say Wilt's not top 10.
I don't got Steph Curry.
No, I'm just saying.
Steph in a top 10.
A lot of people.
You know the talk been going around that Steph, after he won that 4th championship, that he belonged in the top 10.
Nah, not for me.
No, he's not. But you know the talk was going around. I mean, he pushed past Kobe.
That's recency. Yeah, that's recency biases.
Yes, it is.
No, it was after Steph won the Finals MVP they started putting him in the top 10 because he finally got one.
One Finals MVP is not going to cut
Andrew Wiggins had a big argument to win that series.
I don't have Steph in there.
I mean, I definitely have Steph top 10, but that's just me, I guess. You got Steph top 10?
For me, if he got another ring in the Finals,
Travis, who's your top 10? You got a in your top 10. Who's your top 10? My top 10 was Mike, LeBron, Kareem, Duncan, Larry, Kobe, Magic. Was it Hakeem, Wilt, and was that 9? And then Curry.
Yeah. Travis, I just got one question. Do you have?
Yes, sir.
Do you have Kobe in front of Magic? And why
yes,
Kobe in front of Magic.
Without a doubt.
No, matter of fact, Travis really wants to make Kobe the GOAT. He really does. He really wants to do that. That's what he really wants to do.
I wish he was. I wish I could make that argument. I just can't.
A lot of people want to make Kobe the GOAT, but it's a hard argument to have.
It's very hard for the exact reason we're talking about today.
I mean, because you really have to explain 96 to 99.
So look, somebody here says I'll take Stephen Curry over Bird.
Wow.
Nah, that's crazy. Nah.
You can't even explain that.
No. I mean, the reason why you can't, why I think you had to have Curry top 10 is because you can't have someone who is literally the best at something, an aspect of basketball, not top 10. And he has the hardware. Like, you can't not have him.
I don't know. Because I asked again.
John Stockton belong in the top 10?
Well, I mean, Malone. What was Malone the best at?
No, but what about this? Who was the best shooter before Stephen Curry?
Well, I mean, volume, right? But he combines it with volume, though. That's the thing,
right?
you had people like not shooting 9 or 10 threes at 45% and winning MVPs and being the leader of their team. That's never happened.
So it's not about his shooting; it's all his other factors. So I'm saying now you adding other.
Oh yeah,
factors.
there's other factors for sure, but I mean, he changed the game literally to what we see today, and he weaponized an aspect of the game, and he was the best at it. Like we haven't seen that.
I mean, ain't nobody gonna deny Steph's greatness. He is great. I just don't believe he belongs in the top 10.
For me, he get one more ring in the Finals MVP, then we having a discussion.
So look, so this guy, Twin Man says the same thing. He says Ray Allen, but Ralph said Ray Allen, and nobody got Ray Allen top 20, top 30. He was the greatest shooter of all time. Or Reggie Miller.
I actually would argue Bird though.
People would say Bird as well,
right.
But again, it's hard to say this, right?
How Bird in this 3-point era? He going crazy.
Larry was a bad man.
He was, but he did. Shoot.
I mean, but his game really translates.
According to the league average and how the way he shot from the percentage-wise is remarkable. Being 28, the league average throughout his career was 28% from 3-point line, and for his career, he shot 37. That's crazy. That's why I say Bird.
I mean, Bird was 6'9", 6'10", can move. His game really translating this era really good.
Yeah, he would be like a 30-10-10 guy today. He'd be like Luka.
Yeah, he would be because he's a great rebounder. He wouldn't be on the defensive side. He'd be solid.
Yeah, Bird went average on 30, 10, and 10.
I would put him more like Joker.
I don't know what y'all watching, but Bird got to know 30, 10, and 10. He actually have to play defense, and he would not be shooting 60%. He'll be tired running up and down the court. Fast pace. Yes. No one's averaging 30, 10, and 10.
Played in the fast pace.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. The 80s was fast pace.
Yeah.
It was a fast pace by
possession. Fast pace, up and down. That's about all.
Yeah, but it wasn't
like players today.
Yeah, it wasn't side to side.
It ain't even close.
The pace was 102.
No, but we're talking about running side to side, not just up and down. So you're talking about running side to side, corner to corner, covering more space in the half.
If these superior athletes are not averaging 30 and 30, it's going to be hard for anybody to do that.
In this era.
I mean, superior athleticism doesn't equal better scoring.
Joker's slow and he can play in this league, but he can't.
25 and 10.
I don't think his career average would be 30, but I think he can average 30 for a season.
Yeah, he wouldn't average for a career, but he'll have a season with 30 and 10.
He's at 30, 10, and 10.
Well, I don't know
about
that.
Not 10 and 10. I think about like pretty much what he's at. He averaged for his career.
He could get 5.
Bird would have to be a point guard if he's going to average 30, 10, and 10. He's not being a point guard.
I don't think he would.
Luka's not Joker's not a point guard.
Luka's a point guard.
Like he damn near averaged triple-double last year.
Joker's runs a point for his team.
Joker's more skilled than Bird.
Bro.
He is.
Yeah. He is.
Skill-wise, again, this is what I'm saying. Skill-wise is different. If you translate their skills into this era, like Brandon,
I think they're on par.
It's just listen. He'll still score because Bird can shoot. Bird can still score. It's not that you can say that, but again,
Bird is more athletic than him. I'll tell you that much.
What's one thing? What's
not about the athleticism.
Does better than Bird?
He passes better than Bird.
No. I think that
he definitely.
Yes.
I think the style of play of what they do.
He dribbles better. He dribbles better than Bird dribbles. Definitely dribbles better than Bird.
I think he may dribble, but I think Bird handles the ball better.
No, absolutely not. Not better than Curry.
Not Curry. We're talking about Joker.
What Curry came from?
Twin Man, you just came out. We're talking about Joker.
Where did Curry come from?
I thought he was talking about Curry. I was going to say he is crazy.
No. We're talking about Joker. We're trying to compare him with Joker to see if that's the similarity.
Bird and Joker.
The Joker don't average 30 points per game.
Did y'all?
But Joker's also 7 foot and can
when he comparing old players with
Bird 6'10". They ain't too far away from Joker.
He's not.
That's what I'm saying. Bird 6'10".
I'm sorry, the players cook Larry. They're cooking Larry. Larry's getting cooked.
We're not doing that.
Larry's getting cooked.
Larry being the disrespect is crazy.
Larry's getting cooked. 6'10", he's getting cooked, and you know it, Ralph. The players
No,
today
I don't know that. Come on,
he's
man.
not going to be able to.
Come on.
Larry's going to be
You're being really disingenuous.
No, he's not going to be cooked. It's not going to be cooked. But again, they're not going to do better
Larry
than what
Bird
they actually
is
did in their
barbecue
career.
chicken trying to run in front of some of these players, and you know it. They're going to put him on. They're going to put the switch on him. He's going to be out there trying to guard Kyrie or Curry on the perimeter and get cooked.
Joker's not guarding him. What are we talking about here?
That's why. Hold on. That's why I said if you put him on the switch, then what? What happens? They immediately try to.
You can say the same thing about Joker. So Joker should be getting cooked right now, according to your logic.
They're not. Listen, but see, Joker plays center. Larry doesn't.
Larry played power forward / small forward. What are we talking about?
Okay, your power forward in today NBA can end up on the perimeter trying to guard a point guard.
We don't know that because like I said, it's two different eras,
but
man. Like,
we're talking about.
I ain't never seen Rudy Gobert.
Rudy Gobert, center. I said your power forward, your small forward,
I guess
can end up on the perimeter trying to guard.
Listen, they said the same thing. Wait a minute, Twin man. To be fair to Bird, they said the same thing about Bird in the 80s. That he wouldn't be able to play then, and he played and dominated. Again, he would still be a good player. I don't know. I just don't see him. I don't see those players doing more than what they did then. Now they may be able to do what they did then. They're not going to do more. So he's not going to be a better player in today's NBA. That's the point.
I think he averaged 27.
You're saying. You saying on the defensive end when we got Luka, that's a cone on defensive. Like, what are we talking about here?
Hey, Twin man, you said he averaged 27, so you saying
I think he give you 27 just because in the late part of the game he gonna be tired from running around chasing them boys.
But he averaged 26. His career, career's averaged 20. No,
he averaged 24 for his career.
24, 10, and.
So I mean, he'd be better, but like
he can shoot. The thing is that he can shoot. He can shoot off the dribble. He can shoot over a defender. He can definitely shoot. He'll shoot more threes. He'll make more threes.
Yeah, Bird's great. The thing with Bird, what he did in the 80s is not going to be like wow today.
Right.
You know what he did in the 80s was great, but today that's like subpar.
Like, let's be real here.
You're right, Brandon. It wouldn't be wild.
In the 80s, they played very physical. You're not doing that in today's NBA. So a lot of that dirty shit they did in the lane and a lot of that dirty shit they did coming off the picks, you can't do that in today's NBA.
I saw Brandon's video, Game 7. Don't.
They wasn't playing the defense like everybody thinks.
Don't say that.
It's either Bird was as fast as somebody like Tyreek Hill, or they weren't playing any defense on him. It's one of the two.
So I
think it's harder in today's league to play defense because you can't be as physical as they were back then. And Larry came from a physical league. I think that's going to hurt him until he can change that mindset. He's not going to be as good as y'all think. I think he still puts up his numbers. He would, like you said, excellent rebounder, but he has to play defense. And your defense affects your offense because if you're not a great defender, Larry's not going to be as great of a defender in today's era. He's going to burn a lot of energy.
Luka's not a great defender, and he's considered a top 5 player.
They try to hide Luka
top 5 player in
defense.
Today's game.
They try to hide Luka on defense. They play defense by committee in Dallas.
Luka
is a cone.
Luka's definitely more skilled than Bird, but still, at the end of the day, Bird, listen, they're just not going to do better than the players today. They're not going to be better than what they were when they were in the league. It's just there's no way to say that
the rules would allow him to be better than what he was because
what rule?
Well, we don't know. Like,
I don't think he'd be better, but I think he'd still give you the same output.
I mean, there's going to be a lot of trade-offs because you look at the top 10 scorers right now, and I mean they're all shooting pretty well. I think the myth of like he had to play defense before he became tired is just not a myth because you watch the games. Really already went out there playing lockdown defense, especially on the perimeter, especially not the forwards. Like they're out there, they can contest slightly, but whatever. They're playing more 80s and 90s defense now. You rarely see a zone. You see some switches sometimes, but again, you clearly can't play a zone today because of, again, the emphasis on the 3-ball. Larry would excel. Would he average 30? Who knows? I mean, you might be right. I'd say 27, 28, because, yeah, I think his assists would go up because of how smart he would. He'd definitely adapt to whatever they want to throw to him. He was a top 5 IQ of all time. His shooting stats would definitely translate today because he'd have access to better conditioning today, better supplements, all the things we want to give today's players.
Well, you're always talking about they're going to have access. Like, what did Larry Bird do better than everybody in the 80s, Travis? What did he do better than everybody in the 80s?
I'd argue he had the best shooting splits of all time in the 80s.
Oh, wait. Is Bird going to stop drinking a six-pack before the game in the 2000s?
Yes.
The things that Bird did better than everybody in the 80s would not translate today.
I mean,
simple as that.
Why?
I mean, I heard they were taking whiskey shots.
Because they do everything better today. That's why.
Statistically, they do not.
What do they not do better?
You're saying that everyone
what do they not do better, Travis? What do they not do better?
Every person has a 50, 40, 90 season every third season of their career?
Like I said, what he did in the 80s does not translate to today. Him shooting in the 80s wide open would not translate today.
He wasn't wide open in the 80s. He'd be more wide open today. What?
You gotta get open. You gotta get open.
I kind of agree with Travis on that a little bit, but I'm sorry, like they weren't seeing the double teams they see today.
Who goes around shooting the ball wide open unless you're a scrub? Only scrubs shoot the balls wide open. Dude. All these players are knocking down shots over players.
No, they're not.
No one is shooting open shots.
Brennan, tell me that you haven't watched the games of the last 5 years without saying it.
When is Steph Curry just right there shooting wide open shots?
Oh,
dude, every third pass, someone's wide open shooting threes in today's game. Every third pass.
Last night when he bricked that layup to win the game.
The best players are not just sitting there shooting wide open shots.
Hey, Shea went off yesterday.
Yeah. Plus, if Larry wanted to shoot over somebody, he could. Like, you have people knocking down threes. Are they all wide open all the time? No. But again, the schemes today involve getting your best shooters open, all this and that. Again, Larry was excellent off ball too. So would he be completely uncovered all the time? No. But his game would translate amazing. Would he be the best player in the league? I don't know. I don't think so. But his game would definitely translate.
Wait, but you guys got to remember. You guys got to
put Larry Bird in that Golden State offense and tell me his game don't translate.
Right.
Oh, but you hold on. But is he on Golden State with Curry and Clay, or is it just him on Golden State?
A lot of Bird scoring was him low post in the low post or high post. He's not going to have those.
I mean, Bird barely shot threes for one thing.
That's what I'm saying. He's not going to have those looks.
You're right.
I mean, relative to his era, but
he's going to have the same looks. His looks are going to be different. Again, we know he can shoot the ball, so we know he's going to be able to be a scorer. But to automatically average 30, when he didn't even average 30 in his career, I think his highest game average was
29.9.
Yeah, just because he is a forward, and you know he would probably pop open a couple of times in the game. That's why I said maybe 27. 30, no, because he still has to play defense. And let's not act like on some real. Them dudes in the 80s, they was living life. They was out there partying and shit, then going to the game. Larry's still gonna live life because, like you said, he's gonna have access to all the supplements and shit. He's gonna think maybe I can sit in this tub. And
he's still gonna have access to Miller Lite. He's still gonna have access to Miller Lite.
That's
right. That's what I'm saying.
Instead of drinking a six-pack, he's gonna be on Twitch podcasting Call of Duty.
Come on, man. The man was drinking it all day long. That's what he did.
That's what I'm saying.
Like online gaming that you can
unless Larry and them dudes from the 80s are completely changing their living habits from the 80s. There's only a certain select few players from the 80s that's going to be able to come in and actually be able to.
We're still thinking along the lines of we drop him from then into like why wouldn't he just be born and raised naturally like today's players? That's the argument.
And that's different. That's very different. Game would look completely different.
They don't drink. They stopped drinking Miller Lite in French Lick, Indiana.
They moved on to Modelo.
No, they haven't stopped.
Well, they moved on to Yingling or something like that. They still drinking beer.
They're drinking Heineken.
Damn Adam, shit.
They drinking Heineken now.
Well, I live right on the border. I live right on the border in Indiana.
The beer drinking partier like the rest of them dudes are. He's gonna give you 27, but he getting cooked on defense.
Wait, he gonna hire some Mexicans to do the yard instead of him doing the yard. Is he gonna change that? Is he gonna change that?
Oh my god, that's
Hey, did you hear that story where he was like, oh, what got you into basketball the most? He's like, oh, these black waiters I used to go down to, they let me play, and they were my best friends.
Yeah, I know. He used to play in the hood. He used to go play in the hood all the time.
Larry was a G, man.
Yeah, I know.
He said one time he felt disrespected because they put a white boy on him.
Yeah, he said that. He said that. Don't put no white boys on me. I got you. He'll be mad. Again, he would be a good player, but to think he would be better than what he was.
I don't think
absolutely not.
I just think
I think his scoring would go slightly up.
And all the way. And if we did do a 3-point contest, would he really beat out Ray Allen or Stephen Curry or Kyle Korver?
That would be.
Or
I would love to see that 3-point contest. Steph Curry versus Larry Bird. I think Curry.
I'll tell you one thing. Curry will take off his warm-up jacket though.
I think
he's right. He'll have to take off that warm-up jacket.
That would be interesting.
Because in the 80s we had people joining 3-point contests scoring only 3 points.
I'd rather see Larry Bird and Clay.
Oh yeah,
I would love to see all three: Larry Bird, Clay, and Steph in a 3-point contest.
Put Ray Allen, Reggie Miller, all in there, and let's go.
Reggie ain't winning no 3-point contest.
Reggie don't do good at
Reggie, the most overrated 3-point contest shooter of all time.
Yeah, he didn't do good in the 3-point contest.
He's flopping for fouls in 3-point contests.
But Craig, I got a question for you, bro. Are you really arguing Jordan? Craig, are you really arguing Jordan wasn't a ball hog, bro?
I'm arguing the meaning of ball hog, not who was or who wasn't a ball hog. I believe the meaning of the ball hog is of someone who always had to have the ball in their hand, whether they're shooting.
But Jordan always had the ball in his hand.
They cannot function on the offense without the ball.
Who had the highest? Who has the highest?
From the Chicago Bulls.
No, who had the highest usage rate, Craig, in NBA history?
I mean, y'all love to talk about that all the time.
Jordan.
I don't use that stat. So you,
Jordan. Everybody that we put, everybody.
Who's top? Who's top five?
LeBron. Hold on, wait. All the people that consider ball hogs: LeBron, Westbrook, Luka. All the people that's considered ball hogs are top in usage rate. If I'm correct, let's go look it up. I'm just being real. I'm just being real. Look it up.
I don't understand how anybody can say LeBron's a ball hog and he averages like 7 assists for a career.
See, here we go. I just gave you the meaning of what a ball hog is. It don't have to be just shooting the ball. Jordan was literally a scorer. LeBron's not.
But Jordan used to rate higher than LeBron.
He cannot function on offense off ball. We all know that.
The highest usage rate is Jordan, Kobe, Allen Iverson, Russell Westbrook, LeBron James. Out of all those guys we mentioned, everybody says LeBron James 2-ball dominant. He doesn't pass up the ball. He has to give everybody else a chance to be. He wants to be everything. You got Russell Westbrook, Allen Iverson, Kobe, automatic ball hogs, and Jordan's the only one. And Jordan has the highest usage rate out of all those guys. Then after that is Dwayne. I'll go ahead, Ralph. I'm sorry.
Being an on-ball player is not necessarily ball hog. You know that means you have the ball in your hand. So I wouldn't say LeBron is a ball hog. Westbrook, I wouldn't
even say Westbrook's a ball hog. Now, Allen Iverson, yes.
Like I said, I feel like a ball hog is when you just chucking up shots and your percentage is just terrible.
Like Iverson, like Jordan, like Kobe.
No, not Jordan. Jordan's percentage.
Jordan was absolutely a ball hog.
His percentage,
he took like 70% of the bull shots, I think, some crazy shit like
NFL. And as a ball, he shot 50%. So how?
Jordan percentage is so high because he played in the 80s. He had free way to the lanes.
So
yeah, that's true.
And then in the 90s, late in the 90s, it was like Lord. Yeah, it was still sort of the same until like the late 90s.
So
after
90, 93?
And no, Jordan's most field goal attempts per season was 93. He shot 25.7 after 87. 87 was the worst. He did almost 28 shots per game. But he did 25.7 shots per game in 93. That's a lot.
What's his percentage that year?
Let's go look up 93 Jordan.
I think it was 90. I think it was 52.
92 was 52, and then in 93 was just under 50.
No, 93, Michael Jordan shot 49.5, just under 50%.
I was just about to
So
say
out of all the seasons that we're mentioning right now, Jordan shot over 50%. 1, 2, 3, 4, only 5. So half of the seasons Jordan shot under 50%. The other ones he shot above. So and if we count, let me just count.
If y'all celebrate 4 and 6, I'm celebrating 5 and 5.
No, the question is that you guys have yet to accept that Jordan shot at the rate of players who played in the 60s. That he literally shot more than any other player, even in his era.
That's gold shit.
I have a question. How many shot attempts you think Jordan would average today if he played?
24.
I ain't doing this hypothetical with Jordan because it's always negative in your eyes.
Well, I don't know.
Averaging.
I mean, that's what he's shooting. That's what he's shooting.
25 shots
today.
7. Come on, bro. He gonna pull like 40 shots a game. Something
He
crazy.
was look
like
between
2021.
Between 87 and 98, even if we include 95, because in 95, though, for those 17 games, Jordan shot 24 shots per game. So between 87 and 98, Jordan took 23.8 shots per game, so 24 shots per game, and he shot 50.5%. So he shot exactly 50%, just above 50%.
Y'all really think John Paxson was going to put up 20 points per game? Did he ever prove before he was playing?
I think today he probably do about 20.
All right, let me ask you a question. Do you think Jordan really needed to take 26 shots per game on the 1993 Bulls?
No, but I think he wanted the 3P and he wanted to win the MVP, and he felt
he wanted to average 32 points per game, which is what he ended up averaging, 32.6. He was stat padding.
I mean, how if he won the championship that season? How would have averaged if he win?
That has nothing to do with you winning the championship.
Jordan just wanted to go out on top because he knew he wasn't coming back.
No, I just want to know what they got to do when you win the championship. That's the regular season award. Nothing to do with you winning the championship. It's a regular season award. It was for the regular season. Jordan could have shot 20.
Man, he was doing shit you wouldn't think of he could do. No one was thinking of winning an MVP, a championship, and a scoring title in the season. That's some gold shit. He
can't control MVP. He can't control MVP, and he didn't even win the MVP that year. It
was the previous year. He went back-to-back championship and MVP.
Yeah, Charles Barkley won it.
Barkley won it that year, 93.
How hard is it to win the MVP when you got the best team in the league?
Thank you.
So you Phoenix Suns was a good team then.
Really hard.
Utah Jazz was a good team then because
Barkley joined. Remember, Barkley joined an already assembled team. It wasn't like he went to a team and they built it. He went to Phoenix. They were already assembled. He just added himself to that team. So they had the best record. But the Bulls were Jordan was tired. Jordan went from playing.
Understanding, the Bulls beat the most 60-win teams.
No, well, Jordan had the most 60-win teams. That's why.
Okay, then.
And
so it
listen,
was
Jordan
if you
Jordan played
60-win team versus
there's a lot of bad teams in the 90s.
Expansion era, yes.
A lot of bad teams there. Easy win.
A lot of bad teams now. What the hell? There's always going to be bad teams if you win at teams that win a lot of games. There's always going to be bad teams. You think there was good teams when Golden State won 73 games? Hell no.
Yeah. The Spurs. There was a lot of good teams that won.
Go look up the record. I bet you someone won like
13 games that year.
We can look it up.
Like 63.
No way in hell someone wins 73 games and every team win 30 plus games.
Yeah, because Golden State was just superior than everybody that year. I mean, they were the best team ever.
In 97, when the Bulls and all these guys
record-wise,
all the great teams, the Boston
so they
Celtics,
met the GOAT.
The Boston Celtics won 15. The Boston Celtics won 15 games. The Vancouver Grizzlies won 14 games. Then you had 5 teams that couldn't win 25 games that year. And that's 1997. That's when you had all the 60-win season teams. And then if we go to what you said, 2016, right? When the Warriors won
15, 16.
Yeah, they had only 2 teams that couldn't win. They had a 17-win team and a 10-win team, and they only had 4 teams that couldn't win over 25 games or more. And then we had a team that won 67 games. You had a bunch of 50-win teams. So you didn't have the scrub teams where that couldn't win 20 some games.
When the Bulls won they 72 games, the damn Magics won 60+ games that season. What are you talking about?
I know that, but there was a lot of bottom feeders during those eras.
And there was a lot.
Like the Vancouver Grizzlies.
How many teams was under 500 between those 2 years? How many was under 500?
Well, you want to go under 500?
Because I'm pretty sure both years you might have like teams that made the playoffs under 500. If I'm so
It was
It's
12.
so
It was.
bad. I need a play-in
it was-
to give y'all a second chance to make the playoffs.
Basically, there was 5 teams that didn't win 30 games in 2016. And there was 12 teams that didn't win 500 games. They didn't win 500. If we go to 97, which is the one that Jordan fans love to bring up.
96.
96.
No, because 97 is they had all those
97, they won
61 teams.
69 games.
Yeah.
In 96, they had 3 teams that couldn't win 30 games or more, and they only had one. Oh wait, hold on, my bad. I'm looking at it's separated differently. My bad. It looks different. Hold on. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 11, 12, 13. We have 13 teams that couldn't win 500 or more. So that's one more than 2016. And you had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 teams that couldn't win 30 games.
And you know why? Because they only had 29 teams. Now they got 30 teams.
No, because they had expansion teams like the Vancouver Grizzlies who won 15 games. Then you had the
Did that make them 29? Wasn't that 28, 29 added?
It was 28
Yeah,
that
29.
time, and I think it's 32 now.
It's 30 now.
No,
right?
it's 30 now. It's 30 now because
30.
In the 90s,
they added the
Yeah, that's right,
Bobcats.
30.
They added the Bobcats.
So
They added
here's
the
like
Bobcats.
a rare time that I'll probably agree with you, Johnny. Not really, but not really rare, but in this case, yeah, I think that Jordan had the mentality where was he chasing score titles? Sure, maybe. But he also, I think, realized fundamentally that just like every probably alpha did on that time, that he was the best guy for the job. And that translated to more shots per game than everyone. The graphic of total shots taken is a little bit disingenuous because also he played the most 82 game seasons of anyone in the entire history of the NBA. So that skewed a little bit. But yeah, he shot more, but he was also wildly efficient.
How is that skewed? He only played 1,000. He only played 1,000 some games.
Yeah, but the time where you talk about his scoring titles was when he was playing 80 plus games a season.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying.
But it doesn't matter how games played.
Because
you can still
no, but he said total points though. Yeah, he was talking about total shots taken earlier.
Jordan took 24,000 shots for his career.
I'm saying what the earlier graphic you put up was where the discrepancy in shots taken in various seasons. And I'm saying he generally played more games than his competitors in a lot of those seasons, way more games.
No, but he still was taking 3 more shots per game than anybody else.
No, I agree. But I'm talking about like that was a weird, but I agree with you. Did he need to take that many shots a lot of the time? Like I said, I've always thought that he could have toned it down a little bit. We saw that a little bit later in his career, especially in the playoffs.
All right,
but
tell me why in 1993 Jordan had to take 2,000 shots.
Go look at his roster. He'll tell you why he had to take 2,000 shots. What the
fuck? Had Scottie Pippen. He had Scottie Pippen.
Pippen was the only player that averaged 19 points.
You can't if you're not taking shots, Craig. If you're not letting nobody shoot the ball, how are they going to average?
Show me every player on that roster. Show me they stats before they teamed up with Jordan.
I'm glad that you said that. I'm so because I was waiting.
Show me the 93.
I was waiting for this. I'm gonna do that. Yes, we're gonna do exactly that. We're gonna go to 19.
I seen that a mile away. That's why I didn't even say
I don't know. Is that
Greg, no, you walked into his trap.
Thank
you. You gotta watch those traps, bro.
You gotta watch. Okay, Scottie Pippen took 16 shots per game and averaged 18.6 points per game. You telling me if Scottie doesn't take 20 shots per game, he can't average 25 points? What is his career
attempts? Like I said, what did he attempt?
What did he average in
1993? That's 1993. Okay, all right.
I said take the roster. That 1993. What the roster did individually without Jordan.
Listen, and Horace Grant averaged 11 shots per game. He shot over 50% during that season. He averaged 13 points per game. So you're telling me you can't give him more shots? Okay, we go to the next season. We'll go to the next season.
I'm saying take the roster that he played with in 93. Show me what they did in seasons when they didn't play with Jordan. And were they better?
Yes, they were better. Scottie Pippen.
Wait,
hold on. Wait, here it is. You asked the question. I'm going to answer it. This is what you guys always do. Don't ask and don't let me answer. Yes, Scottie Pippen took more shots and averaged more points. Scottie Pippen took 18 shots per game in 1994, averaged 22 points per game. So that means he took 3 more shots than the season before and averaged 4 more points than the season before.
And
then
how many times he did that without Jordan?
Horace Grant, he didn't play without Jordan that many times.
That's what he just said.
Nigga,
he's played 7 seasons without
He
Jordan.
want to ask about Pippen in like 2001. What did Pippen average in 2001?
Yeah, we're going to average what Pippen averaged in 2001.
Let's see what he averaged in 2002.
Like the very next year, attempts went up.
What about 99? What about 99? That's 1 year after.
Again,
or is he too old?
B.J. Armstrong, Horace Grant, and Scottie Pippen, all numbers went up without Michael Jordan because their shots went up. So Jordan could have.
B.J. Armstrong barely went up, though.
What did Horace Grant average in 2000?
Armstrong barely went up.
I mean, I don't get this. Again, he has. Look, Jordan, wait. Scottie Pippen is shooting 49% from the field. That's
and
good.
And Jordan shooting 50%.
Jordan was
also, hold on, wait. He shot 49%. So you know those years that you said Jordan averaged attempts the most.
Yes.
He was what 48, 49.
Yes.
So that's good.
Wait. But you're saying that he should shoot that. So should Scottie Pippen take 25 shots per game since he shoots 49%?
No, who is Scottie?
No, what I'm saying is like.
Thank you then.
What I'm saying is those other 2 years.
Scottie Pippen is not Jordan. What the fuck? Why are we comparing?
Based off of what, nigga? Based off what?
Scottie Pippen is not Jordan.
Again, Scottie Pippen shot 49%. Should he take 25 shots per game like Jordan didn't shooting 49%?
Scottie wasn't trying to win scoring titles.
What was his percentage the year before?
The year before the when he shot less with Jordan on the team and he had to take last second shots more.
No, we're not doing that.
He had to shoot a lot of bad shots because Jordan was high usage rate.
He shot 47%.
Yeah.
The year before.
Has Scottie Pippen ever shot 50% from the field in the season?
No,
I believe so.
That player. No, I don't think so.
Yes, he has.
Unless he was averaging very low.
No, in 1991 he shot 52%. In 1992 he shot 50%. Yes, Michael. Again, in 1990 he shot 49%. You guys are sitting here disrespecting Michael Jordan's teammates. I don't like this.
Who's y'all?
I don't like it either.
I don't like this.
I don't like it either.
I don't like this.
Hold on. Wait. Who's y'all?
Huh? I'm just saying. You say he can shoot 50%.
I just asked. I'm asking questions.
Okay.
I'm just asking questions.
Oh wait. In 1991. Wait.
Before you looked on it.
Yes, because Scottie Pippen's a great basketball player. He can play basketball. Y'all act like Michael Jordan didn't have teammates that can shoot. Y'all are liars.
Stop saying y'all. I didn't say that.
What makes Scottie Pippen a great player? His stats or his accolades? Because 16, 6, and 5 is not a great.
Guess what? He has more totals than Jordan.
He's 6 for 6.
Man, come on, man. What are you talking about?
6 for 6.
I just want you to tell me why Scottie Pippen was great. Is it the stats or the accolades?
6 for 6. I mean, what else matters?
Wait. Listen, and wait. What are we looking at here? Let's look at this for a second. Let me make sure I'm looking at the numbers I'm looking at. And Jordan in 1991 took 1,837 shots, right? He took 192 shots than the next best player. But in that same season, he had a teammate who shot 52% from the field.
Jordan trying to win scoring titles.
Scottie Pippen took 1,300 shots. Jordan couldn't give him 100 shots, 200.
He was trying to win a scoring title.
No, wait, my bad. He took 1,100 shots. So Scottie Pippen took and matter of fact, Michael Jordan had a bet with Charles Barkley in 91 for the scoring title, and he was keeping track. And that's why Jordan was taking all those shots in 91.
So what you're saying is in 91, he
and Scottie Pippen played 82 games.
More shot attempts so they could win the title that they already won with the amount of shots.
No, he did it so he won the scoring title.
No. This is what I'm telling you. No, Craig, this is what I'm telling you. That Michael Jordan did not need to take 25 shots per game. Because
we all know that.
Okay, then. So that's your argument.
It was great.
That's your argument. Your argument is that Jordan needed to take that shot because there was nobody else on his team that was worthy of those shots. And I'm proving to you wrong.
All right, so we moved to 1,800 shots in 94. What did the Bulls do?
And what you mean? What did the Bulls do? The Bulls do. They won.
Hey, we took Jordan. You said he shot the ball too much, so we took 1,900 shots attempts. What did the Bulls do?
And guess what? Scottie Pippen only took 1,200.
What did the Bulls do?
They lost in the second round to the New York Knicks on a bogus foul call
They
on the
lost.
New York Knicks.
Oh,
Yes.
here goes excuses. But with
I mean,
Jordan,
the
it's just
rest,
not- hold on,
the rest
no.
people admitted.
Greg,
I don't want to hear that
Greg,
bullshit.
Greg,
admitted it.
what
When
does
it's just
1990?
Bucks.
Wait, Greg.
They
What
lost.
does 1994 have to do with anything we're talking about right now?
you just said he could have gave up more. He didn't have to score. He didn't have to take the
didn't.
1,900 shots.
He
I
didn't.
asked you
We talking about
when he
regular
took the
season
1,900
shots.
shots away completely. What did the Bulls do?
We talking about regular season, right?
What are you gonna do if you take away Scottie Pippen's 1,300 shots? You're not going nowhere neither.
Yeah,
But they didn't take away Scottie Pippen.
they might get swept in the first round,
They're not even making the playoffs.
or they might get swept in the first round. One of the two.
Nah, they'll make the playoffs.
I mean, what are we talking about here? It will be an 8th seed, a 7th seed again?
They'll be in the playoffs.
I mean, Jordan never missed the playoffs or lost the playoffs with a championship team.
What?
What do that
He
mean?
never lost to being a defending
Okay.
champion.
So yeah, being a champion.
Pippen had the same championship
when you
roster.
have yes,
minus
like I always
Jordan,
stated, Jordan
minus the
always
1,900
wins
points.
when his team
They got
is
the
a
Hall of
championship
Fame
team.
Tony Kukoc.
Mm-hmm.
They had the
No,
Hall
remember,
of Fame Phil Jackson.
Kukoc came after Jordan left. He
Yeah,
made
Hall
sure
of
Jordan-
Fame, he's Hall of
That's what
Fame.
they
Let me ask
talking
Craig
about.
a question. Let me ask Craig a question. So if Pippen would have left, would the Bulls won the title in '94?
I can't.
What?
Jordan never had a championship team by himself on the Bulls roster. So I can't tell you that question.
That's a championship team without Scottie, no?
What?
So
was-
Scottie
He never inherited a championship team the way Pippen did in '93.
So you take away Jordan.
94.
I mean, you take away Pippen, and you just have Jordan in the same roster. They were Hall of Fame coach, Hall of Fame coach. All these guys are.
I'm pretty sure he can cover, and someone can cover the Pippen. What he averaged in '93, 18. He averaged 18 points.
Who's gonna do that?
Who's gonna do that? Who?
Michael Jordan to
Who's
Pete
doing that?
Myers.
Who's doing
Why
that?
Drexler?
You think Jordan was a ball hog then? Shit, he probably averaged 35.
And what? And be like it was 87, win 38 games,
Huh?
40 games.
Nah, I don't think.
Not
that,
he didn't have Phil
That
Jackson.
That
won-
roster,
they won
that roster
55.
'94. That roster '94 is way better than what it was in the '80s.
I mean, the
But
roster is good,
how?
but if you're not utilizing your teammates, it doesn't matter.
They won.
They
55
won.
games.
Use a lot
Nah,
of
during that time, Jordan
They
realized
won
that
because
he-
Scottie
he-
Pippen. They won because Scottie Pippen made the triangle offense work. You taking Scottie Pippen out of this?
I don't think they'll be over 500.
You're taking Scottie Pippen out of this. The teammates not gonna do nothing.
This is what I don't think people understand. Like, Scottie really was the glue of that
Didn't
team.
Pippen miss 35 games in '98? What was Jordan's record without Pippen in '98?
They
Go
were
look it up.
struggling in '98 without Scottie.
They were 25 and like 12, Craig. That was like
They were
60%.
struggling.
They won more with Scottie Pippen than they did without Scottie Pippen. What are you talking about?
But why
So he went 25 and
why
12
do
with a
people do this
championship
to
team
Scottie
without
Pippen?
Pippen.
Like Scottie Pippen, like if Scottie Pippen doesn't go, if Scottie Pippen's not on the Bulls, Jordan doesn't really win a championship until late in his career.
I don't understand this. Jordan has a championship roster in '99. He chooses not to play.
Pippen was in there.
What?
Pippen was in there.
He had a championship roster in '99.
They got
Pippen
rid of
wasn't
the
coming
whole
back.
fucking roster.
Only Pippen was the only. Pippen was
Jackson
the
left.
no.
Pippen, Rodman was gone.
Robin would have came back.
Everybody was gone.
Robin would have came back. All of them would have came back, but
Pippen just
They
wasn't
didn't
coming back.
want Rodman back.
Pippen was the
It's
only
not-
one that coming
they
back.
didn't
As far
want
as the
nobody
roster,
back.
no.
Jordan even said,
No,
I just
he
saw a
was-
They didn't
video
even
where
want
Jordan
Pippen
said
back for the shit that
Scottie
he
might
did.
have been the only one who wouldn't have came back because he wanted a big deal.
Scottie was the only one that would have left. If Jordan would have came back, Kerr would have came back, Rodman would have came back. All of them would have took the minimum. They all would have came back and played with Jordan.
That's a hypothetical. I ain't going.
No, that's not a hypothetical. That's facts. They would. They kept playing.
They would have came back.
He would have came
Nah,
back. He would've-
Kerr went to the Spurs.
because Jordan left.
Because Jordan quit.
Because Jordan quit. If Jordan don't quit, Kerr doesn't have a
No,
reason to go to the Spurs.
Jordan left. You're right. Not
He
quit.
did.
He left.
That's
I
quitting.
mean, Jordan wasn't about to come back and play without Pippen again.
I
He
ain't
quit
gonna
with
deny
6,
that.
Ralph. He quit with 6. Let me ask you a question, Ralph. If you playing on the basketball court and
Yeah.
you're running the court, you're up 3-0, you're up 6-0, you won 6 straight games. But the guy that you're playing with says he's done, he's gonna go on another court and start playing. Do you say, okay, I'm not playing no more, or you keep running?
Well, Jordan wouldn't play no more.
Stop too.
Jordan wouldn't play no more
I probably stopped too.
You stop because the guy you was
because your man's gone.
Because your man
Yeah,
is
your man's gone.
Your man is gone.
Yeah, your man's gone. You ain't playing like. Hey, Jordan may be a fool, but he ain't no damn fool. He ain't going out there without Pippen. You saw what happened in Washington.
The funny part is that now that Scottie Pippen is actually getting the recognition that he rightfully deserves, people can't stand it. Now you have people sitting here saying like Jordan made Scottie.
Man,
No,
we
it's
having
kind
an
of the other way around.
Shot attempt for Jordan. What the?
No,
fuck
it's
are we
not the
talking
other way
Yeah.
around. We're not
Listen.
saying that.
I've
Scotty
been
did not
listening.
make no Jordan.
This has
We're
been.
not
Oh
gonna
wait,
say
this
that.
has been brewing in my soul for some months now about Michael Jordan and his shot attempts. I just been trying to find a way to talk about it without hating on Jordan. I'm just trying to figure out why Jordan shot so much. I just don't understand why he shot so
He's the
much.
number one option.
No, no, wait a
They get
minute.
those scoring titles.
Now wait, I got the exposers answer. Michael Jordan was gambling on his points per game, and he was gambling on. His
so
points.
the nasty narrative.
Yeah, that's the nasty narrative. I mean, it's true though. We do know Jordan was gambling on how many points he was scoring in the game. That's facts. It's documented. We do know that. That's facts. And I do know for a fact Jordan was gambling for scoring titles. He did bet. Him and Charles Barkley had a bet in 91 for a scoring title. That was documented. Jordan was actually looking at stat sheets during the game because he wanted to see what Barkley was scoring, what he had to score. I know that. I know, Ralph. We know, Ralph. You know, I'm not hating on Jordan for looking at the stat sheets because you still got to be great enough to do it. If Jordan said I'm gonna go score 50 and he goes score 50 because he know Randy Whitman is sticking him, I don't blame him. If he gonna score 45 on Anthony Peeler, I don't blame him. Go ahead and do that. If you're gonna score 50 on John Starks, who was a grocery bagger guy before Pat Riley.
Don't you do that? Don't disrespect.
Don't come for John Starks like that, man. Leave the Knicks alone. We ain't do nothing to
I
nobody.
mean, he ain't lying.
I mean, is he lying?
He ain't lying.
Leave the Knicks legend alone.
I mean, when you got a coach that's not smart enough to put Ron Harper on Jordan, they say, well, you know what, Craig Elo could do the job.
He wound up getting double teamed on that shot.
No, I mean Jordan was great.
Remember, Ron Harper said, "I got Jordan." Coach told him no.
Nah, coach said no. Yeah, coach said no. We're going somewhere else. We're going somewhere else. But I'm just saying, I just had this.
Because they wanted to sign Elo, and Jordan would have made that shot. They wasn't going to give him a big contract. They set Elo up.
I'm just saying though, 1,900 shots per game. I mean per season. All right, over 200 shots more than the next player. So, and I don't see that many shooting guards on this list besides Kobe Bryant, Allen Iverson. And as a fact, right, here's a fact. Out of all the players who shoot 19 shot attempts or more per game for their career, only LeBron, Gervin, and Wilt shoot over 50%.
Gervin did say he's a better scorer than Jordan, probably because he shot over 50% for his career.
And Wilt always talked about that. Wilt said that Barkley was a better scorer than Jordan because he's used to shoot over 50% and Jordan didn't.
Wilt always also say he's had sex with 10,000 people too.
That's facts, though. That's facts. That's facts.
I mean, I don't get the Pippen hate. Like, I've never, I mean, he was legit, and I think he was a top 25 all-time player. Underrated is my word for him. He's definitely a top 10 defender of all time. And no, I don't think Mike's winning titles with him. And Mike was the first one to admit that. I mean, and like he said multiple times. But like, yeah, Pippen was. I mean, no top 10 player that we talk about has ever won it by himself. I'd say King came the closest. But if we're talking about Pippen was an integral part of that team on both ends. There's no getting around it. I would never try to blame. But to me, it doesn't move the needle in any direction if we're talking about the overall GOAT argument. In fact, there have only been 2 instances of any of the top 10 players that we've ever talked about where they've had a teammate lead them for an entire season in 4 of the 5 major stats. 2 times has that ever happened in NBA history. Kobe in 2000, where Shaq led him, and then LeBron in 2020, where AD trumped him in everything except assists.
For real? That's for the
For
season.
real.
For the season, not like for the playoffs.
For the season, the entire season.
For the entire season. Ah, look at that. Go ahead, Travis, with the great information. Good job, Travis. Damn.
You know the funny thing about it, they actually think that degrading Scottie Pippen helps Jordan win. There's no real reason to do that. Just give Pippen his credit. You don't have to go around saying Pippen only averaged 16 points for his career. Like, well, what is that even about? What's that even supposed to mean?
Travis,
I mean, Craig says it all the time.
the narrative that Jordan did it.
I just
Craig is
you got to
deserve.
One
day I'm gonna come up here and I'm gonna argue
because I guarantee you, if anybody else averaged 16, 6, and 5, y'all would not say that was a great player.
For the 90s, I would.
But we're talking about career average.
We're talking about Scottie Pippen in his prime, not because his whole entire career. Like, not everyone's not LeBron James. They could not keep increasing their averages every year. That's only one person who does this.
Craig, if I told you there was a player that had more rebounds, assists, steals, and blocks than Michael Jordan for his career, would you consider that a good player?
What?
It depends on how long they played more than him.
They had to play more than 1,072.
That argument is always weird.
I mean,
if you play longer than Jordan, it's just longevity. You still got to be great for it. Even if you played longer than Jordan, you still got to be great at what you do.
Do you agree?
So
that
if you still got to be great, then why are we talking about his career average?
You do know Jordan Steals is top 5 all time, correct?
No, Jordan's barely top 15.
Third.
So if his steals is top 5 and the player that I'm talking about has more steals than him, that wouldn't make him a good player in some sort of any kind of way, anything?
What can you? I didn't hear. Would you say? You said if people in the top 5, he's top 5.
Yeah, Jordan's top 5 in steals. The guy that we're talking about has more rebounds, assists, blocks, and steals. So just having more steals than Jordan.
Did they average more rebounds, steals? I would say if they average more and got more, then they're better at that.
He averaged like 0.2, 0.3 less steals per game for his career. I think Scottie Pippen averaged 2.1.
Definitely didn't just because he played more.
No, I'm saying he averaged like two steals per game though. Jordan averaged 2.3, 2.4, something like that. Scotty's 2.1.
But you're not 0. If Scottie Pippen averaged more steals per game and have more steals and totals, then he would be the better steal person. If he has more rebounds and average more rebounds, then he's a better rebounder.
Take Scotty's name out of this.
I know who you talking about.
Okay, but I'm just saying, but it's just a player that ended up with more steals than Jordan and averaged just a tick less per game than Jordan in steals. That wouldn't be considered a good player?
Oh, you said it just a good player or just a player better than Jordan? And he'd be a good player, but he wouldn't.
No, and listen, it's hard.
I thought you was talking about he was better.
It's hard to make anybody better than Jordan in your eyes.
No, I'm not trying to do that. If he averaged more rebounds, LeBron averaged more rebounds and has more rebounds than Jordan. So, my opinion, he's a better rebounder than Jordan. That's how I look at it.
No, the point is that Scottie Pippen's career attached to his greatness? No, that's what I'm saying. It's his career, what he done for his career, beyond his little averages, because you just want to knock the averages. But all the other things that Scottie Pippen has done in his career, beyond his averages,
give him his accolades, give him a better shot than his stats, because he's a 8-time all defense. He's
so he got these accolades without stats.
What are you talking about?
He has 10 all defensive selections. His steals got nothing to do with it.
Steals per game?
He averages 2 steals per game. That's top 10.
That's good.
Okay, then. So that's how he got all defensive selections. Yes. That's how he got 10 all defensive selections. So your stats got something to do with
accolades.
You. Okay, that's what I'm saying.
There's people who average 2 assists and don't have that many all defensive selections.
Craig, there's not too many people averaging 2 assists per game not making the all defensive team. Craig, there's not too many people doing that. If you average 2 steals, more than likely you're gonna make the all defensive team. It's rare.
Not if you got like 7 people doing it. There's only 2 spots.
But the whole point of his stats tell you why he has those accolades, and his stats tell you that the whole point is that his stats tell you he's a great player. So beyond your 16 point per game diminishing self, he's a great player.
5, not just the 16 points.
Yeah. It doesn't matter. His averages is not the only thing he's done. His totals, his accolades, everything on above all of that is why he's a great player, and that's why Jordan.
I didn't say he wasn't a great player.
Okay, then. So Jordan didn't have to take 2,000 shots in a season because he had Scottie Pippen.
6 times.
It didn't work.
They played together 10 years. It worked 6 out of the 10 years.
It didn't work. It didn't work.
That's a better. I'm not even gonna say it.
It worked because Phil Jackson was there and Pippen was there.
No, I get what you're saying, Johnny, and I agree. I think that fewer shots for Jordan definitely would have translated to more scoring for Pippen, like it did in '94, like by proxy. But I mean, and you're right. Pippen also the reason why he's a top 25 guy was because the steals and blocks are cool, but he also was probably I think 4 or 5 times at least in the 90s, he was top 5 in defensive rating and defensive blocks plus minus and win shares. So, I mean, that added to his legacy as well. And, I mean, if we're on, he was, I'd say, the 3rd best defender of all time in the not of all time, but in the 90s. The 2 being Hakeem and Mike, because they're the only players in NBA history to be top 5 in both blocks and steals per game in their positions.
My teammate said Pippen was a better defender.
He's wrong.
Well, his teammates are wrong?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I can tell
Travis
you
is
this.
right.
So
Teammates are wrong.
Jordan was a better defender than Scottie.
I can tell you this. Oh, wait, I can tell y'all this. Kobe Bryant didn't respect anybody that didn't work hard, right? So he didn't pass you the ball because of that. Jordan was a little bit different. Jordan didn't respect anybody he didn't think that was good enough. Had nothing to do with your work ethic. If Jordan didn't think you were good enough at basketball, if you weren't tough enough, he didn't like the way you played. So for Jordan to respect Scottie Pippen, that means one or two things: that he thought Scottie Pippen was better than him at basketball, or he respected Scottie's game enough that he thought it was equal to him. So Jordan didn't win a Defensive Player of the Year, because he respected Scottie. Jordan didn't respect nobody on the Bulls but Scottie Pippen. Everybody else he treated like crap. But he saw how good Scottie was in practice. He saw it. There was a reason why he trusted Scottie more than anybody else. He saw Scottie Pippen's skill in practice. He saw how good Scottie Pippen was. Scottie Pippen was obviously the 2nd best player on the Bulls. You would agree there, right, Ralph?
So Horace, he couldn't even eat on a plane.
Say that again.
He was the 2nd best player on the Bulls, correct?
Yeah, he was.
So that's what I'm saying. Michael Jordan respected Scottie Pippen because of Scottie Pippen's game. Michael Jordan thought Scottie Pippen was real good at basketball. That's why he trusted Scottie Pippen. He didn't trust Horace Grant. He didn't trust Cartwright. The only reason he trusted John Paxson was because John Paxson shut up and did his job. Like Willie just said here. Just do your job. Don't ask for the ball. Don't try to be a point guard. Don't do none of this stuff. When you open, I'll pass you the ball, and that's it. Shut up about everything.
They don't have to tell him to pass him the ball.
I mean, just think about this. In that Lakers series in the finals, John Paxson literally didn't miss a shot.
Ralph's not used to this. Ralph is so used to them TikTok lives where they say lies about Michael Jordan and nobody checks them. And over here, we say stuff about Michael Jordan and nobody checks us. It's crazy, huh, Ralph? It's crazy, right, Ralph?
Asinine y'all question shit is saying.
I'm just saying, I'm basing stuff off of documented history, my friend. Did Jordan win Did Jordan make an all-defensive team before Scottie Pippen?
Of course not.
Yes.
Did he make?
Yes, he did it. Yeah, he did. He made second team.
His first year.
All defensive team?
Yeah, he made second year. Second team.
Not in real life. Not in real life.
Yes, he did. What are you talking about?
In imaginary land.
85.
Jordan made his first all-defensive team 1988. He only has 9.
Wait a second.
Yeah.
In 1988.
You talking about all NBA? He had 2nd team all NBA.
No, I didn't say all NBA. I say all defense.
No, they talking about all NBA. He was.
He was all
No, you're right. He was all NBA.
He was all NBA his rookie year. Which is
2nd team all NBA.
Yeah. He was all NBA his rookie year. All NBA his in 87 as well.
Because 86 he got hurt, so he didn't.
That's why he has 11 of them, because he the one that he's missing is the injured season, the 95 season, and the 2 Washington seasons. So he has 11 all NBAs. But he has 9 all-defensive teams, which he started in 88 when Scottie Pippen showed up to practice, shutting Jordan down and showing Jordan how to play defense.
That narrative is crazy.
He showed him how to play
That
defense.
narrative is crazy.
I mean, it's not a narrative if it's a fact.
And ever since then, Jordan was an elite defender because nobody recognized Jordan's defense till 1988. And that's because he told them. He said, look at my 200 steals and 100 blocks. Can you guys please recognize my defense?
For a guard.
That narrative is crazy right there.
No, he did complain about it. He did complain about it.
He did say that. He said that they don't recognize him on the other side. He said that people think I'm only good on one side of the court. He said people don't realize I had 200 steals and 100 blocks.
And he should have won MVP.
He was good on both sides of the court.
No, I know. I'm just saying. So that means people weren't recognizing his defense. That's what I'm trying to say. It wasn't until Scottie got there until people started realizing, oh man, he could play defense. Because Scottie was like, yo, you got to do this, you got to do that.
Nah, that's not. His averages went up. He averaged 3.2 steals and almost 3 blocks. That's what told him.
I mean, he did it the season before. He did it the season before.
They don't see totals. They see averages. Like I said.
He did it the season before.
They see averages. They see that 3.2 steals a game. Oh, that boy a defender. Same 200 steals.
He did
Did you
this.
say
He did the
almost
season
three
They
before.
see those averages.
No, he didn't
That's
say
why
that.
the NBA give you a scoring title for an average, not totals.
It used to be totals until Wilt Chamberlain shattered it. That's why they changed it again, because Wilt Chamberlain does a lot of things
How?
that
He
change
averaged
the NBA.
50 points.
No, because it was by points then. It was by total points. They changed it in '69.
They talking about changing the scoring title to total points and not average points.
It should be the most points.
It should be the most points. Makes sense.
It should be.
Jordan
All
would have
other titles go off of that. The rushing title goes off of the most yards, not the average per game. The most touch.
Well, if that's the case, Jordan should have 11 then.
He should.
He should.
He should.
We wouldn't take that away from him.
I mean, if there was no minimum games played, then I'd agree with that.
It doesn't matter.
There's no such thing as the minimum games played until now.
It doesn't. Yeah,
No, it is a
matter.
minimum games played because in '95 Jordan averaged more points than anybody else, but because he didn't play enough games, he couldn't get the scoring time.
Jordan averaged 26 points a game in '95. That wasn't the most.
You sure it was 25?
Yeah, it was.
Robinson was like 29.
Yeah, but now isn't it like 58? You have to play.
There was no minimum before.
It's a rule where if you play less than 58 games, your totals have to be the most for it to be, or has to be
70%.
more than somebody. Yeah, something like that. Like your totals have to be over 58 games of the play with 58 games or something like that. Then your average would count if you play less than 58 games. So the amount of games played does matter for the scoring title or seasonal award titles. It always did. It's only been changed now for the accolades, which are the voted awards. Which before there was no limit. You could have been Jordan, get 17 games and get voted for MVP.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's always been that way. But again, in '69, they changed it. They changed the assist in '68 after Wilt Chamberlain won it. And then in '69, they changed everything and said the guy who averages the most wins all the rebounding awards and all that stuff. So, which is fine. Jordan got his scoring titles. Nobody's taking it away from him, but he just takes a lot of shots to do it.
Shit, man.
Well, it worked.
You got to make the shots.
That's all that count. It worked.
I know. It does. It worked for him to win the scoring titles. That's how he got all the Nike shoe sales.
I mean, he should. He's second greatest scorer of all time, probably in people's minds. He ain't the best. He ain't the greatest, but
That's your mind.
He's the greatest.
You know, the greatest scorer of all time is LeBron James, but
he's the greatest shot. He's the greatest shot taker of all time. He takes more shot than anybody in our
LeBron
history.
James was 42 points away from having 39,000 points. First,
well,
don't get started there. Let's not.
He almost at 40.
That's great.
All right, so we about to get up out of here, y'all. We had a great show. So y'all help me understand this. Michael Jordan's a shot chucker, but he's just an efficient shot chucker.
No, shot chuckers like Iverson, Tracy McGrady, those are shot chuckers.
So what's
not my boy Trace.
So what's the percentage, Ralph, that you got to be considered a shot chucker? Well, how low is it has to be? What
right?
What
them two?
At least 49%.
They ain't shot chuckers.
Under 49%, great. Under
49%. Did y'all see that video that Omar posted on Facebook?
Who, Omar? And the line,
yeah, he was comparing the first 7 seasons for LeBron and Jordan teammates.
Did he count 86 for Jordan?
No,
I don't think it wasn't him. Did it? The person in the video. The first.
That's why I want to make sure, because if he counted 86, it's skewed numbers. Because of course Jordan's going to take less shots in his team in 7 years if he didn't play a whole season for 7 years.
Well, the video didn't say it, but he just said.
No, he said LeBron took 25% of his team shots in the first 7 years, which was a lower pace, less shots for LeBron's team than Jordan's team. Than Jordan's first 7 years.
So not a pace matters?
24. Pace, we always talk about pace. That's why I told you. LeBron,
I have to bring up pace if it's with
Jordan.
I have to bring it up.
Jordan
first thing you said was pace. That was the first thing you said was pace.
Yeah,
that's what Ralph always talking about pace. That's a Ralph thing.
At the pace in 1990,
pace and possessions do matter.
That's a Ralph thing.
The pace in 86 was
100. Ralph thing is a fact.
And the pace in 2004 was 92.
Nah.
That's a big difference. 92.
So
90,
by
90.
the numbers,
mm-hmm.
LeBron was a ball hog more than Jordan by those numbers.
Again, I am fine.
I'm just saying by the numbers. Y'all always saying people don't like numbers. He don't like those numbers because he's arguing right now.
No. Listen, I am fine with you guys saying LeBron James is ball dominant because his shot attempts, his usage rate, his shots per his team, It's all.
I never said Jordan wasn't a ball hog.
His turnovers
of a ball hog.
Jordan's a ball hog. I just said, I mean,
Yes.
to me, it doesn't matter.
I just gave you the correct definition of a ball
hog. But Jordan's
Nah,
a greater ball hog and a less of a scorer than LeBron.
Okay,
So LeBron's less of a ball hog and a greater scorer.
Johnny, who's top 5 in assists that is considered a ball hog?
Nobody.
Okay. LeBron's number
I
4.
guess LeBron.
Show me.
It's LeBron.
Show me the player that were taking shots at the rate of the players in the 60s, and they're all going to be considered ball hogs.
Besides Jordan?
It's besides Jordan.
Okay.
Yeah, besides Jordan.
But I never said Jordan wasn't a ball hog. I'm giving you my perspective of what a ball hog means.
So he's saying Jordan's a ball hog as well as LeBron. Okay.
Both ball hogs then.
Who is Fridge? Zero. Who is Fridge? I seen Fridge. Who is Fridge? What does Fridge want? Fridge wants some trouble. We want some smoke. This is GOAT James Kingdom. I'm A Johnny. We got Brandon. We don't play. You guys want to come up with your narratives? Oh, we'll expose you so quickly. As you can see, we exposed Michael Jordan being a ball hog today. He's a ball hog. That's it.
Jordan's a ball hog.
Brandon, I want to see you on TikTok.
Brandon don't got time for you guys on TikTok. It's my space.
I don't want to hear that.
I'll be
Hey,
saying
King John, you need to get up in the box every once in a while. You got enough followers.
All right, so we're gonna get up.
Your TikTok is crazy. They be going at each other like that. But.
Nah, only thing I don't like about Ralph Live is that when he let the little GJK posse get up there, he let them bully people too much. I don't like that.
Yeah, they do bully.
I don't do that.
You gotta stop that, Ralph.
No, you know something. Ralph do
Ralph
get in the middle of it when he feel like it's
no. When a
Yes,
LeBron when a LeBron fan show up and oh wait, Ralph, there was several, and then he let them triple team them, and he don't let them like Ralph don't let those guys speak. Ralph will step in. They always ask you a question, and when you start answering their question, they start blurting their little replies that they're ready to reply on because they think they got you on something. They lucky I don't be showing up as much as I should be.
No, John knows. No, I get in the middle when they acting crazy. I just kicked off 2 people yesterday.
Yeah, because they be saying some wild stuff, especially when they try to make Kobe all this stuff about Kobe this, Kobe this, Kobe that, Kobe this. I'd be like, I
disagree with it 100% all the time when they try to put Kobe over LeBron.
See how it is, Ralph.
Johnny showed up the other day on FYF. It showed out for us.
Well, we all can
appreciate
agree.
it. Shout out to Lamont FYF's debate.
We all can agree that
I think they overrate Kobe.
In NBA history is LeBron and Jordan. It's just the order that you put them in.
I think they overrate Kobe too much, though.
Nah, my problem is they don't have Wilt in the top 10.
Sure.
That's a problem right there. That's a real problem. He should be top 5, but I'll accept top 10. That's no one problem. And then they put Curry in the top
11.
10.
I don't.
I had the nerve to put Curry in the top 10 over KD. Like, how is KD not top 10? How is Curry top 10 over KD?
That's actually a conversation right there.
Why is it a conversation?
I think
because y'all like running narratives that he won one without KD.
He calls for KD.
I think Stephen KD is actually a pretty good conversation, to be honest with you.
He called for
narrative that KD saved his legacy.
I think it's a great conversation to have. Who's better?
I think it's a good conversation.
Listen, it needs to be held because I'm tired of this.
I better chill out.
And all this gravity, Stephen Curry's gravity leads to brick layups to win games.
Yeah, gravity.
Yo, you running with that one play. You running with that one play.
Hold on, wait, Ralph. He missed it last night in the other game that he played. He missed a wide open layup against Denver. That wasn't too long ago.
That's the one I'm talking about that you keep.
I'm talking about last night. No, but last night he missed one last night again, Ralph. He missed
I don't care about that. I don't care about that. My next one last night.
Yeah, Knicks did win.
My next one last night. That's all I care about.
He did.
All right, so we're gonna let everybody get their 30 seconds to address the panel. We'll start with Brandon, and we'll go down from Travis, to Craig, Ralph, and then John to end it off. Go ahead, Brandon. Do you want to address anybody in the comments? Or address anything?
Nah, I'm cool. I gotta address anybody.
All right, Travis. What you got? You got anything?
Yeah, I would say a couple shout outs. King John, I love that shirt. That's fresh. Shout out to my boys Liddy and Willie in the chat. Keeping it real. Those are my guys right there. Also, my guy D Savage. Mike absolutely deserved DPOY in '88. Again, he was top 2 in defensive win shares, number 1 in defensive blocks plus minus, 200 steals, 100 blocks, and led the league in steals. So miss me with that.
Ooh, look at! I'm telling you, Travis has learned. Boy, Travis has learned. He comes with the facts, dropping bombs. Go ahead, Craig. Let him have it, Craig.
I ain't really got to address nothing. But
you are the leader, Craig. Stand up for your people, Craig.
I ain't stand up for what? I agree that Jordan's a ball hog, but he's the greatest ball hog of all time. You see what it did? If I had Jordan on my team,
on that one.
Look, this is great. This is where we get actually Jordan fans argue with one another and go James Kingdom. It's great. This is great.
I don't agree with that.
Excuse me. Go ahead, Rob.
The greatest player of all time is labeled a ball hog. Maybe everybody should be a ball hog. Maybe LeBron should have been a ball hog. He wouldn't
ball hog is what shoots a lot of shots and not efficient at all. That's a ball hog. That's all I got.
All right, that's all you got, Rob. All right, John, go ahead, John. Let him have it, John.
Travis, I'm ready to have that Magic Kobe conversation. I want to have that conversation. And every time I get a chance, Liddy, I need you to come on the panel. I see you all over the chat all the time. I'm ready for you to come on the panel. Stop being scared to come on the panel.
He's a burner account. We know him as somebody else in person for real. So Liddy is not really the real person. That's why he don't want to show up. I'm starting to realize these guys have a lot of burner accounts. Yeah. They blame us for burners, but I can tell you this right now. I like the fact that y'all see my face. I want y'all to know it's me talking shit. So
there'd be a lot of burners on my lives.
Oh yeah, a lot of people show up with burn TikTok. TikTok is crazy.
There's a lot of burners. There's
I'm surprised they haven't. I'm surprised they haven't made an A Johnny page. They made an exposer page, but I'm surprised they haven't made an A Johnny page. They got a picture from me on Facebook.
There was a Chilltown burner account.
Yeah, I know. I seen that one. Go ahead, Craig. Huh?
Hey, somebody made a Goat James Kingdom page and added Crespi as a friend. That's one of y'all?
That was me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that was me.
That's a secondary page?
No, remember I told you our original page got banned from thing. We were waiting for them to tell us whether it was good or not, and they finally just deleted the page. So I had to create another one.
So you got all those followers on there is gone.
No, that one is a regular Facebook page, not the group. The group is still there. The Facebook group is there. We had 56,000 members plus. The page, we had an actual page, a Goat James Kingdom page. It was a page. It had like 1,300 members or 1,300 followers. That one got deleted because of Jordan fans upset at Brandon and I. More particularly Brandon.
It got deleted on where?
On Facebook. Oh. So it was a Goat James Kingdom page. It was just a page. And it used to be an admin. That's when we used to tag people on the admin stuff. But that page got deleted. So I had to create another page. Now we have a new page. It's actually a profile now, not just a page. It's a profile. So it's kind of like a regular, regular person's page.
I go add myself to that today.
Yeah, you'll see it.
Facebook,
you'll see it.
Facebook for old people now.
I'm 40.
Look at Ralph trying to be young on TikTok. Look at that. Anyway,
I turned 39 the other day, so I got.
Oh, happy birthday, brother!
Happy
birthday, Ralph.
So, well, look, you can catch Travis on Facebook as Travis Blankenship, which is the greatest last name of all time. Then you have Craig King on Facebook as well. Then you have Ralph Alexander, who's on Facebook, but you can catch him on TikTok mostly. Like he said, he's a TikTok guy. Ralph Alexander 65. Then you have King John, who's also on Facebook and TikTok. But you're on there as John Gaskew, correct? The third.
I guess the third.
The third. So he's like Ralph. They like to breed a lot. So and then you got Brandon and I. We're on Facebook, TikTok, Instagram. We're about to make like a Discord too. I think we're gonna do Discord as well. We're about to start branching out a little bit further. But you always catch us here every Sunday, noon Eastern time. We are the Goat James Kingdom Show. I am A Johnny. That's B Lee. This is our panel. You guys have a great Sunday. We'll see y'all next week. Thank you guys again for being a great sport, gentlemen. Thank you so much.
So you know, the NBA doesn't approve of this.
No, they don't. They do not approve of Brandon and I. We are trouble for the NBA.
This is a contradiction to what the NBA believes. His whole
we expose all that nonsense. All of it.
I want to see Brandon on TikTok. He got his own personal one. He could go live too. I want to see him on TikTok.
You see me on TikTok, man. Let's go. I'm there for you.
What's yours?
You got to answer, Brandon.
You got a TikTok, Travis?
When I get time.
You need 1,000 friends to go live.
I do. I rarely use it, but I'll start using it more.
Ralph, I'll show up on your next live.
Don't worry.
You still need 1,000 friends to go live?
Brandon's in the gym working on his jumper so that he can beat on Young Miami and JT.
Yeah.
You still need 1,000 frames to go live on TikTok? They ain't changed that
Not
yet?
no more. They changed that. You can go live without it.
Oh,
if I'm correct.
that's what I was waiting on,
Anyway,
because there's no way hell
y'all have a good day.
All right,
Enjoy
boys,
your
peace
day,
out.
gentlemen. Peace out, gentlemen. Have a great day.